Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Kyle with KBG Welding. I'm up here. We're working on beams and columns. We're going to be doing some videos about beams and columns and the different things that you can do. Whether you're using a lift, we're using a contractor's lift or a material lift. They call it different things, duct jack. So just going to be running through some tips. Just wanted to get you prepped on what we're doing here. We got the beam here in the air. It's a 8 by 24 beam on 3.5 square tubing.
If you got anything from these videos, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit that notification button to get all our up-to-date videos.
Let's see what we got going. We're doing it's a garage edition carport. So what they're doing here in Austin is here in the alley in the back, they have a garage space for a garage. And what they do is because of the expense, how the prices have shot up, what they're doing now is that garage is actually being transformed into an apartment so they can rent it out or utilize it in some fashion, to get the most out of your property. So what they do is they create an apartment with a carport and not even a driveway or a garage in it. So it's a garage, but it's an apartment with the carport. So that's what we're doing right now.
So what we provided was a shelf for this. We got our angle iron. What we did is put a block here. We drilled it in so we could clamp this on and then create a shelf because we needed to be against this wall, not beyond it. So that gives us flush. We got a block there so we can butt against it and then go that way. And then we clamp this beam to that when we got it aligned. So that's the use of a shelf, use of an angle for a shelf. So jumping back to the shelf, that performed its duty, which is knowing we need for this shelf. So just to review the video we just watched with the shelf, where we created a shelf using angle iron. We had a block on the frame there, on the wood frame. We used a piece of angle iron to create a shelf so that we could not only sit our I-beam on while we're working on the other side, because we're not using a crane, we're using a duct jack. So a duct jack doesn't allow it to flow freely. The weight is sitting on the duct jack or the manual's lift, whichever term you utilize. And what happens is we're able to locate the end of the beam. That gives us our finish point, our termination point, our height, and our termination point. We can clamp it onto the angle, clamp the beam onto the angle, clamp the angle onto the wood frame to get our height. We have a block there, and what we're able to do now, once we have that stabilized, that beam won't move off of there, go up higher or go any lower. Now we can level it up with our duct jack either going up or going down without that moving. So we're not chasing that. So that's the importance of that in this application. So I just want to kind of reiterate that.
So jumping back to the shelf, that performed its duty, which is to keep it flush with this top plate here and to hold it in place until we got our columns in. So now it is set on columns, knowing what we need for this shelf. So we can take this shelf off.
When you're doing a stiffener plate, you want to make sure all same rules apply. You want it square. So we're setting it up there. We're square there. Come out here. We're square there. Top and bottom. So we're good to go to weld out. Coming off, then there. We're going to be square. Now we can tack up and weld out. Bolting up, which one's right? That down, bolt down. Which one is right?